Big victory today for the San Diego Force. Part of that is the hitting of Tim Williams, 3 for 4 today. You could have been 4 for 4 today. Why don't you explain the one that maybe got away?
So I hit the ball and came off the bat, and I saw it foul, and I stared back at the umpire like, oh, that's foul, while the ball's still kind of rolling down the line, and it just came back in. I guess you could blame that on the wind, and came back in, and then I had to try to hustle it out, but ended up being out. So just a little mental mistake, I guess you could say.
Now, this is your third season with the San Diego Force, and how's it going so far?
So far, so good. Just kind of trusting in my practice and my at-bats, and just coming out here to play and having fun and enjoying it. That's what baseball's all about, so yeah.
Now, you rolled your ankle today, and how's that feeling right now?
Not too good, especially since I had to kind of run the bases today, so not feeling too good.
Now, since this is your third time your third season rather with the Force, how would you put this team? Where would you rank this team with some of the past squads you played with?
To be honest, I think this is the best team that I've played for so far. We got a lot of good guys coming off the bench, and it's hard to even say who the starters are because the guys out here are pretty good. Just the passionate, can come out and hit the ball, play defense, and the pitching I think is excellent. So to be honest, if I was to go back on other teams in the past, I think this is possibly the best one. So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Tim Williams, veteran with the San Diego Force. We wish you the best of luck with everything.
Appreciate that.
All right, we're here with Kobe Roaming. Kobe, your second year with the San Diego Force. How's this season going for you so far?
Oh, it's going great. Bunch of good guys on the team, and glad to be playing baseball, really. I mean, after the fourth year, of college, people typically hang it up, and I don't know, the summer's never guaranteed afterwards. And so glad to be out here and be able to do my thing still.
Now, your role this season is different, and I talked to head coach Brian Bastians. He said you're a leader. You're one of the veterans that's keeping the squad on the right track. What's that like to be in that veteran leadership position?
Oh, it's I tip my cap for him saying that. I try to embrace it and just be a team guy at all times because that's kind of the way I play is 9-hole, 2-hole second base guy. So I'm always been about the team and wanting to find a way to be great at something, which is if that's leadership, whether that be executing on the field or off the field, it's it's a great role to try and take on.
So what do you think of the Southern California Collegiate Baseball League? You've played some of the best teams, Riptide, Power, Pirates. You've been through the league now, Team San Diego. What are some of the things you take away?
I think there's a lot of good talent out there. I mean, baseball is such a widespread game, as everybody knows. We have guys from all over the country on our team. There's talent everywhere, and I mean, I definitely can't complain with the level of competition that we've seen. It's definitely been up to par, and especially better than last year.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Kobe. Looking forward to seeing great things from you.
All right, appreciate it.
Here with Josh Makler, winning pitcher today, perfect 5-0. What made this win special?
It's special for me because I didn't walk anybody, and that was the first time all season actually for the Force that I haven't walked anybody. It was I got strikes over the plate and then kept the ball in the zone, and so also kept it down, and the hitters were just swinging. So it felt good out there.
Now, last time you got a start, you described it as effectively wild. Today, you're just effective.
Very effective. My defense is making plays behind me. I put the ball in play the whole time. I don't think I had that many strikeouts. They were swinging at the pitches I wanted to swing them at. I got my off speeds over. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied.
So I believe you just four hits that you gave up today, and I think you had a 2-hitter going into probably the 8th inning. So does that kind of stuff, do you even mind, or you just worry about the scoreboard?
I'm just going out there trying to throw up zeros. As long as my team is winning behind me and we're scoring runs, I'm just trying to keep us in the game and put up a zero every time I go out.
So we have a couple games tomorrow. You're going to get some rest in the next week, have some non-league games, and then we come back against the Palm Spring Power as you guys try to get that league title. Is that something you think about, or are you just a game in, game out kind of pitcher?
Right now I think I'm just trying to get every game that I go. It's pretty one game at a time, one inning at a time, and really one pitch at a time. If I try to think about the big picture, it kind of throws me off a little bit. It gets me kind of out of the zone. So,
my last question for you right now: have you go back in that time machine, your first year with the Force to now. What is better about your game compared to where you were when you started with the Force?
I think it's the consistency, really. I've become much more consistent pitcher. Then I really attack the zone more. I'm not really afraid to go after hitters anymore. I get right after them and try to get as many strikes as I can on them.
All right, Josh Makler on a unseasonably, chilly is not the right word, but a windy day for sure. Congratulations on getting that 5th win.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, we're here with the winning coach, Coach Brian Bastions. Now, winning is something that you have done a lot of here in your time with the San Diego Force. Do you know how many wins you have total?
No clue. No.
I was sitting here driving here trying to figure out how many wins that'd be. It's got to be well into the 200s.
Yeah, I think it's well over the 200s. We're usually upper 30s to 40s every year, and this is our 8th year, so if the math says that.
So you got another big win here today with this time back-to-back wins now with the Riptide. What makes that team special?
Well, those guys play great defense. They have good pitching, and they swing the bats. I mean, they put the ball in play. When they get out, it's a hard hit. Rarely do we see pop-ups and all that type of stuff. So they're a very difficult team to play. It's one of those teams you got to face for 9 innings, and you got to play perfect for 9 innings to beat them.
Now, you've coached the Force in the Western Baseball Association. You coached them through last year, a league list season, and this season now making this adjustment to this new bunch of opponents. What makes this league difficult? Why is it such a great place for the San Diego Force to be a part of?
Well, first of all, the most part, every single team can play. There's in the previous leagues we've been in, you can take 3 or 4 teams and maybe even 4 or 5 that aren't very good, and you're going in there and going for it. Every game here is a battle. Great players. The way the league sets up, all the games and the media stuff and everything else, you got to be on point every time you show up.
So tomorrow you play 2 against the Pirates, plus finishing the game from last Saturday. Who's pitching tomorrow, and can you give us kind of a preview of what's coming up?
Well, Chris Davidson's going to start the continuation game. We finished with our closer in that game, so now we're going to come with another starter reliever that can go a multiple amount of innings if we have to. The second game, well, it's going to depend on the formation, on how they're going to set it up, because if they're going to start right away, we'll stay with our pitcher if we're going. Now, if we go a lot of innings and we new game, it'll be John Schurz, and then Molnar will go the second game, the third game at that point in time.
So where you're at right now, about halfway through the league slate of games, you got a little over 10 left to go. Where do you see the Force right now? Are you hitting your stride? You got a lot of work to do?
Yeah, I think it's pretty typical. Even in past years, usually about middle June, we just start playing outrageous type of baseball, and we usually carry it through, hopefully through July like we are. Difficult league, so you never know. You can keep going up or you can go down real quick, so we just got to stay on top. I know the Palm Springs Power right now is staying with us, so we got to keep putting wins up on the board.
All right, Coach Brian Bastions, once again, thanks for taking time to join us, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.